Okay, so then you put a little bit here, a little bit in each, you see? All right, the rest, whichever, is not mandatory to do that. But if you have anything that's smelly or anything that worms start to crawl, because they shouldn't do that if you do every Wednesday and every Saturday. No bugs gonna be here, gonna be bacteria that it's invisible. They're gonna be really tiny. But if happen, maybe somebody moved, the compost was there ready for a week, okay? If happens, you have to boil, and the rest you just rinse the inner part of the cup. If you believe you don't know where the container came from, and then you do the other side as well. All right? Okay, get ready. So when you get an underwear, right, if the person had a lot of worms or you just purchase on a thrift store, what you're gonna do? You're gonna hold here very strong, right? Because you need the hot water to come right here. So you do many times like that, many times without dipping the elastic in a boil, all right? I think that's the best option, okay? So here they have, right? Of course, the description, it's unbelievable what they do for arts. 7th grade. They draw a little something here, a little something there, so useless, They don't learn anything for life. They're not doing anything really important for life, This is another one, but that's how it is. I used to talk to the teachers, right? About once a month or so, say, hi, how you doing? It's Salo been okay, He even became, he got an honor roll, Look his notes, how they are. To have an honor roll needs to be really neat, right? Really neat and organized. Look what they're learning. Charlie Brown, look. Charlie Brown, famous failures. Look, we have to be better. Take all these bad books away from public library and private library and Harry Potter and Game of Thrones, and they read and read and read all those negative things. Books about spells, books about, children, teens, they have a homosexual here or there, it's fine. Divorced parents, people that are hurt, people that are on the street, everything is good, right? Oh, wrong. These things can't be right. We have to find a way and be really better. Really better. My friends, let's be better. All these assignments, all not needed. At high school they have so many computers, unbelievable, and shirt for screening, and all digital and anime and art with people with one eyes and their hair on a side. All these things we don't need, my friends. We don't need. We need to teach good and positive things to our children, have harmonious, positive days, play a lot outside with those learning games, and make beautiful notebooks. Make beautiful notebooks. What a child needs to learn about a homeless family. To give an example, no, we have to talk about successful families, families united. Families united, having proper homes. That's what we have to teach them. All these games, look, all this information, we get what is the most important, what we can do. Teaching games. Play games outside with all this information instead of inside and write it down. Inside and write it down. I don't know who took the out recess for middle and high school, many years ago. But look, this probably was a game that could be done outside as well. You see, so like that goes. Even vocab, play games, make cards, play games outside. They're really much better and much better. The children are really gonna learn with it, right? So it's way too many. Look at this. It's way too many. I'm guessing, look, many together. Look. 3.5 months of school. Look, you know, they don't know. Maybe how many pages you got? Maybe 200 pages, you know? It's all like that. Not neat, not organized. Please, my friends, come and help. We really need your help. The most important of the important, but not all these and they go. You know, I saw, you know, even high school kids learning about all these details in other countries and these and wars and civil wars that happen and revolution and this, you know. Tell me what they're learning, what they are learning with all that. Nothing. They're inside, trapped in air conditioning, over and over and over. Okay, so here I'm gonna tell you how a 7th grade, you know, just an idea for you to have an idea. Look, they don't need title, they don't need the teacher's name, own name, class number, nothing. Ask my son, why you bring it home? Because it gets worse and worse, you know, banned out. He said if he keeps there, someone will steal it. That's what he told me. Look, you know, so that's how it is. We can do better. We really can have notebooks at the school, everything organized and neat. You know, we won't miss all this waste paper like this, you know, because all this is very important. Look at that. So, you know, printouts, hundreds of printouts. Look at this, hundreds of printouts, my friends. They copy a little bit, write a little bit, it's all banned. You know, and I asked the teachers as well. Please keep it there. They say, one lady said she couldn't do it. You know, look, more printouts. Instead of doing games like that, let's do games outside, my friends. That's the best for us. And make beautiful notebooks, a little bit at a time. Look how many printouts. Look at this. Printouts, you see? And more, that's what they do. You know, I offered the teachers last year. I offered the teachers this year because at this school he's just there for these 2 years. Look, you know, printouts. I am the one that put date. They don't have date for us to have everything neat and organized, you know, in a folder. And more printouts. Look how many printouts. Look at this. What they learn with this? Tell me, what they learn? You know, more printouts. Instead of doing maps beautiful, they can do like in all the school, make beautiful margin, have one notebook and copy, and play outside. Copy, make drawings and play outside. Instead of so many printouts. You know? Look. And more printouts. And more. You see here? And more. It's you know, I talk my son, leave it here at the house. It's too heavy. No, I need to bring to school. The teachers don't care. The principal don't care. They see these kids are carrying so heavy backpacks. They see that. My friends, please help. This is not right. They are our own children, teens. Look at this. You know, he gets mad. If I tell him to keep here or organize, he gets mad because he said it's to bring, cannot keep at home. Do you believe? And many children and teens are worse because they bring a laptop every single day home. Look what they learn with this. Tell me what they learn. Look how long it takes for a child to do this. For what reason? They are children. I don't celebrate Halloween. Never agree with it. You know, it's a negative thing. And look, you know, here it is. You see? More printouts. And there goes. More printouts. You see? That's what they do, over and over and over. The principal wrote a letter. There's a new principal there. She said a letter. If you have any questions, I think she said, or proposal, please contact me. I contact her, send an email, beautiful email. And I said, look, it's that's her name here, Darcia Burrell. And I said, look, we can do this, organic gardens, and they can do the curriculum. We can bring the children, teens outside. Every teacher would do something quick inside, and they go outside to play games. You know what she said? Nothing. She wrote to the board, the school district board members to complain about me, to the superintendents. She complained about me. I'm a parent. She's the one that wrote the letter saying, if you have dear parents, this and that, I'm the new principal, I'm this, I like that, and I do this and that. At the end she put, right, please write me. I wrote her. She never answered me. Never answered me. Look, what they need to know about all this history. Tell me, we don't need all this history. We need just the very basic, the most important. Okay, so let me give you some idea for our continent detail for our document. So that's just an idea. We're gonna go over after. So North America, South America will be orange. North America, orange on the top. South America, orange on the bottom, right? That's easy to remember, even young children can see. All right, so let's go now Africa and Asia. I thought green, green, or red and red. So Africa, let's think about the deserts. That's the best, I thought. And Asia need to be different, so a little bit here, right? Because when you see the map, it's this way. So here we're going to tell the kids to remember the Sahara Desert, and here we're going to tell them that in a regular map we see Asia towards this way, okay? For the Oceania, I thought maybe blue, because it's better to, easier to memorize this way, right? So that is the location they are usually on a map, and instead of having a big L, we just do a little bit like that, okay? So these are the good ideas for it's not thick like that, I just did to make exaggerated, but it's a little line, a little line, okay, maybe less than a half centimeter, okay, but it's just a small line, or maybe a half centimeter. The other idea to have everything orange, this same pattern, because it'll be easy to let's do that, okay, everything orange. Because children are not supposed to be alone anyways. They're always with their teachers or their parents, okay? All right, so let's keep the position, but let's do orange for everything, okay? Or red for everything. All right, we'll let you know afterwards, because then we are equal, okay? All right, so that's decided then. Orange for everything or red for everything. We're gonna let you know. Thank you. See you soon. Alright, the other thing is that for Australia, instead of calling Oceania, because it's a little closer to ocean, the words, they don't call that anymore because it's gonna take out all the little islands anyways, right? So what we're gonna do, we're going to have all the countries around the beach, right? So let's say all here, right? So we every 2 centimeters or so, right, gonna be a different country, and we see how many total gonna be, maybe 6 of them, right, or maybe 8 of them, okay, because the same pattern we got from one place gonna be the for all countries. So if we get a small map like this one, maybe about 2 every other 2 centimeters, gonna be their country. This part of all continents, it's not like that, okay? We're not doing this, all right, because it's not needed. We don't live there, so this we're not going to have anywhere this drawing like this, okay? All right, so that's how we're gonna do it. we're gonna stop right there when we establish if how many kilometers from the beach it will be. Okay, inside we're gonna see what we're gonna call, but it's not to be using lines like that all the way to the center of continents. Okay, all right, so if it's a little adjustment for 2 centimeters or so, but that's more or less how it's gonna be. Okay, so here we have 4, here we have 8. I think it's sustainable, right? Something like that. Okay, all right, so all around Africa will be the same, the Americas and Asia. All right, see you soon. Right. So the other thing is that just for these first 4 weeks in January, at the schools when children are doing their tests, they can use cell phones as well, right? With the test right there, just to go faster instead of using laptop with everyone, right? The basic information such as 4th grade and older maybe, right? Or even 2nd grade and older, if they know already, they can use and return, right? Before they leave the classroom, they can return their cell phones. Okay, the other thing is for staff members that are authorized to bring their cell phones to work, they also, they gonna take pictures or videos, right? To have proper reports of their classes, activities, and then they will also have the support, you know, when they're not using, it's not at the table. So we know that they're not going on their own email, right? So this way they're gonna be checking here, right? Their own slide in to charge it, and also we are sure nobody gonna be using out of time. When it's their break, they can take it out and bring whichever place they're going. All right? Okay, thank you. All right, so let me show you. So when you get home, you're gonna slide yourself on something like that. So here's the box, right? On the back has the electricity here, right? You're gonna connect. On the future, gonna be irremovable. But for now, you know, you just take off the plug because it's gonna remodel, put places down. You take off, so you slide in like that, so it's no wires. Okay. All right, the cell phone gonna stick out a little bit like that, and also gonna be a little space here. Oh no, doesn't need, just like that. So you come and grab it sideways like that and lift. All right, so gonna be one for the elders and one for the couple, right? So they're gonna be in different location. You know, people that already have the plugs gonna use the plugs they already have. In the future, we're gonna see if we have 2 different locations at the living room, right? Okay, but when they go inside their bedroom, they bring with them, okay, the cell phone with them. Don't leave there, so they're sure no children, no teens gonna mess up with it at night. Okay, that's good. So you bring with you, all right? What else? Yeah, they're gonna be different colors, right? Different color frames here, and gonna be very strong, and they're gonna use all the way for these years until we have the definitive the actual housing at the beach. Okay, so people that are gonna be doing this cleanup for 2 years, some things might take even 4 years, right? For very large things we need to do, mountain removals, right? These big canals for the continents, and it's day and night, but we have people, so we are fine, and we have already cities there. So the canals actually have to do in 2 years. We can do it, come on, right? And then we have less hours afterwards. So when you make love, if you know, let me do improvement here. If you know your husband, this is just a video for the wives, of course. If you know your husband for a long time, right, you already know, at least for 2 years or so, right? So you don't have to keep in your body. But if it's someone new, keep it on your body. It's your safety, and it's a rule and guide. Just say, no, the organization asks us to do, you know, it's mandatory to use it. you know, at least for these first 10 years, we're going to use. You know, if you go in the beach and if you go into the pool, the same way, so you won't lose it, right? Just keep on the top of your arm all the way, roll it. It's very easy, right? So it will be something like that, you know. I just don't know, this is a little loose, but maybe we can make some loosened ones and some a little stronger like that, okay? And people from the J, they're gonna have the ones that they can't remove at all, you know. Maybe the key gonna be with the hook on this, but not the ring itself, because they're gonna have a sensor there for the other ones, right? Okay, all right, so just a few ideas, and let's get organized and let's get ready. See you soon. All right, so the females, right, the wives, always gonna carry this type of anklet, okay? And when they use socks, they cover them up so they're safe. We are not going to use a ring that large. We're going to use a very small one, okay? And it's forbidden to stay without. So this way is easy. You tuck in inside your socks, you can work all day, don't have to worry. But when you go to the pool and when you go to the beach, you take out, if it's something like that, you take out from your ankle and put on your arm, all the way on an arm, you know, because it can slide, so you're sure you won't lose it. So it's mandatory. Get out the door, you need it on. You're gonna take a shower with it, you're gonna go to bed with it, you know, because that is safety. It's important for now, because many women were sexually abused before, right? Mentally abused, emotionally abused. So we want to do things properly. You keep it on all the time. When you're gonna make love, put in your arm, right? Okay, all the way up under the sleeves or something, right? And that's how we're gonna do it. This is gonna be a very small ring, but not like this that has a hole, you see? Not like that. Gonna be very small, you know, but very strong like this, you see? Very strong, very firm. So we are sure we're not going to lose our keys, all right? The men always have the cell phone because the cell phone is bigger, right? Okay, they can always walk together anyways, but if they're in the playground, you know, one can watch the child, the other can check, you know, they have an email or any information from the organization. Never ever be at the playground, both of you looking at the cell phone. One person looks, the children, teens, the other ones can check. Oh no, we don't have news. Oh yes, we have some updates. Okay? All right, very good. The other thing we're going to have every Wednesday, we're going to have Wednesday or Tuesday, we're going to have a weekly information like updates, but always on the YouTube channel, right, that will be connected to our cell in a different color, so you can easily see new updates in a different color, maybe red or orange. Okay, so now we're gonna show you something else. All the laces from the shoes on that day, not for elementary, but middle school and above, they already go without them. Take them out, they go to school, they fix, gonna put a Velcro on them. The teacher's gonna tell them, already don't bring them to school. Go shoes without them, they just forbidden to run on that day, right? They already put in the trash those strings, those laces, because they're not safe. And of course, the school already need to have the appropriate Velcro and the shoemaker machines, because they're different, right? They're very strong, and you know, so you can put 2 velcros in each tennis. All right, thank you. So our picture gonna be really big but strong, not like this that's a little faded away. We're going to have the picture here too, because you know that's a scanner, different scanner. Okay, look, that's my address, 1080. Can't show you the rest. You see, 1080 South Lister Circle. All right. So we're going to have all this information watermark on the both sides, and we are going to have, you know, that small picture, and on the back we're going to have this scanning, you know, this pattern, these two different ones, okay, and with that is 3, and the numbers of the bank, you know, on the front somewhere, okay. So that's how it's gonna be. All right, my friends, so thanks so much. We're gonna have exactly the same, all these watermarks on the back, on the front, we're gonna have it as well because they're good. All right, let's get ready. Please make IDs for all the countries so they can have it soon. So let's try to give the ID to everyone by the end of January, right? Because the kids, teens, everyone gonna get classes, but they also have work. So before they start work, they need their ID. For everyone else, you know, so 4 weeks is planned for everyone, okay? Their country, ID, and with different, something specific for the continent. All right, let's get ready. See you soon. Keep any measuring item like this. You know, the straight ones are better, but keep the ones you have until come the new ones. So this is a half cup. Keep them, right? And tablespoon and teaspoon. Keep them all, you know, because just the 4 of them, right? A cup, like I just showed you, and those as well, because until the new ones arrive, that's what we're gonna use, because you have to cook. So you're not calculating how much rice. You need to put proper rice according to how many spoons of rice you make, or beans, or whichever it is, right? So you know what you're doing, how much you need until the new ones arrive, the proper ones, okay? Thank you. Okay, my friends, so I have here 2 bowls for you to have an idea. You see, one right beside the other, you see here? Okay, so here I put, here I put 2 cups. So it's too much, it's 500 ml. So we're gonna stay at 480 and not 500, okay? It's too much, but you can still use it. What you do, you put the salad on the bottom, and on the top you put things that you can compact a little bit, such as the rice, right? Because they can't be too hot anyways. All right, because we are going to use the bowls we already have until the new ones are ready. Okay, look, it's not that much difference. So here's a little bit more than 1 centimeter. Okay, you see here, all right? And it's just the shape. This starts to open on a side, that we don't want that. We want a little more straight like this one. This is the right one, okay? And always, but here's too much. It's too tall. It doesn't need that much. It's more than 1 centimeter. I think 1 here, it's enough, and not 1.5, more or less, or almost 2, this one, after the 2 cups are there. So gonna be much less, because gonna be 480. I think we stay on 480. I think is the best. People gonna learn how to chew. Now let's say a few words about elders, because some elders don't eat, you know. So you can make a few bowls with less food, all right? Very simple, okay? So that's for people, you know, teens, adults, and some, you know, they can eat a little less, it's okay, but they need, you know, like a half raw salad, a half and rice and beans, or salad and chicken, or salad. The salad is very important, even that you have canned food to use them already and put them to recycle. Don't keep cans at home, because what we're gonna keep are the grains that can arrive, the real grains, you know, lentils, right? So gonna come in big bags, right, in burlap bags. So those are the good ones for afterwards, okay? So eat the canned food. If you have boxes of mashed potato, you know, these things that people make, it's unbelievable, right? But it's true. So eat the cans first, you know, get it done. After that, we're gonna eat only regular healthy food, okay? So all the beans, everything that's gonna come afterwards, those are the important ones to keep, okay? All right, so here we are. And the same as rice. So start making, one day you make brown rice, one day you make white rice, right? For people to get adjust, then you can mix a little bit, one and the other. You just put the brown rice first, and then you cook separately. One separate that and mix them. Just this adjustment time, everything you can do like that's fine, because we are not going to throw away white rice, right? We already have them, right? If anybody has them, that's very rarely for me to have, but anyways, okay, all right, my friends, we're doing really great. See you soon. I just want to say, because it's a very good company, it's cotton, maybe it has some synthetic, I'm not sure right now, but all the other ones are good. You see the elastic of the other ones is just this one, that the elastic, or the dry was too hot. I don't think so, because we always wash the same. Okay, so very good material. So they are the ones that can do underwear for boys, for men. They're doing really great. Let's do it with them. Contact them, right, for them to do those underwears, because they're really good. All right, so the other thing that's very important for us to have proper elastic, okay, proper elastic. Thin fabric, like this one is very good, it's not extra thin, right, because it needs to hold something, right? Not extra thin, and it also be durable. But we need very strong elastic, okay? Because we are going to put on a dryer, so all the elastics, underwear, elastics for brassieres, need to be really strong, really sustained, to last for decades, my friends, okay? All right, and the way they're doing the paint is very good, they are dyeing those fabrics, they're very good, they never fade. Look, I have them for many, many months, they're very good, the fabric. Okay, let's go. When you go to the laundry, you have to do everything fast. You have to get out of there fast, because other people are coming, right? Gonna be really busy. So for big things like that, a blanket, a sheet, or even an adult pants, what you do? You wrap quickly, and then at home you do better, all right? So it's not, it can fit in a pillowcase. All right, that's very important. Everyone gonna have a card, a family card for laundry, and for now we are going to use our cell phone, because I said we were going to do for free, but that's the only way we're gonna check people, if they're washing or not, how many they're washing, if it's reasonable with the amount of people they have at their homes. So they have to use their cell phones to wash and to dry, okay? And if they wash anything by hand, such as pants or something, they have to do it at home, including shoes. They have to wash at home, because we cannot use the sink there just to wash hand and the cleaning towel, something quick, okay? All right. The other thing, for any adult pants or pajamas, pants in general, you fold normally, right? Like that, you fold, okay? So it's neat, one after another, okay? And then you tuck in the part of the pants, whichever it is, you just tuck in like this. You don't fold the other way around. You tuck in, and then you finish the fold, all right? Because that's neat and it's organized, so when you see, they're not going one side or another. All adults and teens, right? Bigger clothes, sometimes even for older children, all right? So they look straight both sides, great, okay? Because if you fold inside out, there are gonna be too many wrinkles. All right, get ready and organized. Everything you have, you get the marker and put in the best locations possible, such as the clear blue right here. So second grade, third grade, write it. Office, which office? Write 2 words, because then if anybody need, we are sure that it belongs to that place. And then you get a transparent or wooden box, those wooden trays, and put all the items that office really needs, okay? Because records book, we also gonna use four or six color pencils, right? Okay, so they can do a little bit here, like I do mine, you see? A little bit here, a little bit there, you know, just to give some color. And the families as well, they always have four or so. I think four is good, right? And then they finish, really finish their four. Look at this. They really finish, okay, and then they ask for some more. So the offices or residential communities going to have some extra ones. They're not going to send everything to the schools because they're going to need along the months, along these 2 or 4 years. So they keep those, right? According to estimates, then you think you have too much, you know, always going to be a place where we can put like who needs and who has extra, who needs, who has extras for everything, for sunblock, for cream, for olive oil or coconut oil, one oil, right? Because if the person, or cream, oil or cream for the skin, okay? Or colored pencils or pens or erasers or sharpeners, okay? All right, my friends. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon. Okay, now I'm going to show you. You have a pencil like that, for example. One side is really a lot, the other side is really almost nothing. What you're gonna do? You're gonna sharp, not all around like that. You're gonna sharp up. You're gonna put right where the razor is. You see there? So you're gonna put right there where it needs to. So you're gonna put this way and turn a little bit, take out and look. And if need, you do one more time. You go, oh sorry, here, you go this way, do the bad part and take it out. Not all around. We have to teach those things to children because those are very basic things, because we need to be sustainable and safe. It's hard to make color pencils like that. So we're gonna use everything really wisely now, because until we have plants and make those dyes, right? And all these things gonna take time, right? For us to harvest those seeds and break them down and turn them into other color pencils, all right? Okay, and on the future, you know, because this is graphite, so we have to figure out what we're gonna do. So probably will be only colored pencils made out of plants, okay? All right, very good. Don't sharp them up too much so they won't break, right? Keep like short, you know, just a little bit, because even that is thick when kids or adults use them, right? When they write them. But we're not going to break them. And it's forbidden to draw pencils, forbidden, because they break inside. And then when you sharp them up, they're broken. Sharp them up, they're broken, because they fell down. It's forbidden to break them, you know, for any reason. It's forbidden to throw them. All these items is to be really well cared. All of them, we're going to really use them. Use and use and use everything we can. All right, very good. See you soon. If you have pen, pencils, crayons like this, you can keep 4 pencils, colored pencils. In case, you know, you're gonna make a little flashcards. You know, the flashcards, you can do drawings. You cannot write words from your own country, only English. That's really important. So a regular flashcard, you can cut in 2 like this, right? And put in your pocket, and you can use for a few days and use again your own. And you can also get flashcards, you know, 2 at a time. They're gonna be small like that. That's easy for you to hold in your hand, right? So maybe we can, I think people can make them like that. They fold in a half, so that's a quarter, you know, size when they fold, you know, of the regular flashcards. All right, they're gonna write what they need the most, and they're running. They have a little look. They're sitting somewhere and waiting for something. They have a little look. You know, this is very important, my friends, very important. I know people that were 60 or even 70 years old, and they learn English, And they were even writing simple essays. They can do it. They can do it. And they didn't even used to run or jog, so they can do it. People can do it. Let's think positive and let's help each other. Let's get united. As soon as we have picnic tables, we can do it outside. Put under a tree. Keep one of the trees, a few of those trees, right? People that are demolishing inside the continents, they can already have those picnic tables. And for the next city they're going to be going, they're going to do exactly the same. They keep bringing that picnic table and keep teaching and learning and studying. All right? Really great. So if you have those, already sharpen them up, send them nice and neat, okay? And if you have anything like that, for erasers and things, what you're going to do? Leave it there. We are not making new ones, but we already have. They are easy. Let's use it. If you have any eraser, right? Let's use what we got, okay? Let's use everything. Sharpen them up, send them already nicely and neat, okay? And every family can have 4. And if you have anything like that, bring to the schools or at your own community, right? When you have the English classes, send them. Take the drawings away, send them, that's fine. Everyone gonna wash hands always before touching notebooks, before getting pencils, right? So we don't have to disinfect them every Friday, okay? All right, very good. Let's keep going. The thing is for plastic to recycle, right? We're not doing that. Just put in the trash. If they're good for planting, use. If they're not good for planting for any reason, right, or too tiny, if they're not at least 10 centimeters both ways, it's not worth it. You can't plant a tree there, right? It's going to be sprout to a sprout. It's not worth it. But please do that, okay? Because it's not worth it. Many places don't even have recycle centers and they use too many chemicals. We're not recycling. All right? Okay, let's get organized, and it's mandatory to compost. You're not throwing away, even that you have the trash is still passing at the street. Don't throw any food away. You compost them. Okay? If you have corn cobs, cut them in half and compost them like that. Put them a little under so they can break down with the water that, like I have here, you see? I have this corn cob, so that's what you do. Cut them in half and you're done. Put lower on a garden bed, and on the following year or the following month, semester, you're gonna move, they're gonna break down with time. Okay, then we're gonna have all the details afterwards for you. All right, get ready. Okay, the other thing is for soap, right? Every family bought, you have some. And if you see any new family, ask them, how you doing? You doing okay? After a few minutes, ask, do you have everything? Ask them. Do you have cleaning stuff? Are you doing okay, right? According to your reality, because sometimes supermarkets are really far away. Kilometers and kilometers away from the first supermarket. Yes, it's true. So what you're gonna do, then you offer them, if you see they need something, if you see that maybe they don't have much money, ask them, be honest. After a few talk, right? Talk for a few minutes first so they don't think you're weird, right? Ask how they're doing, how was the trip, welcome them. Always be polite and respectful. How is that? Oh, this is, and say the name of the person. Nice meeting you, right? Always do that. You can shake hands or you can do that tiny bow, just like maybe 10 centimeters bow, with both hands together. Remember I told you to have like both hands like that, both hands together. All right, and then you bow a little gently or shake hands and say, sorry, I don't shake hands. You can already do that for now. On the future, we have to shake hands mandatory for interviews, for special events, weddings, anniversaries, you shake hands of everyone, right? And you know everyone or almost everyone that's there anyways, right? But for the first time, you can bow. That's okay. Because you don't know if the person have dirty hands or not, if they already are practicing our practice of our organization or not. You don't know, okay? So let's get organized and going and offer something. If they don't have, right? Or if you know where you sell things, if they have money, say, oh, I know where they're selling biodegradable soap, you know, so you're gonna tell them. And oh, I know where they sell the sprays, right? And things like that. Okay, my friends, get really organized and really ready, and we see you soon. The other thing is that every container we need to be able to put our hands instead of washing with spoons, like some people put the fabric inside, you know, the little tiny fabric inside and wash with spoons. No, everything hold the hand and wash needs to fit that. So this is very good for now. And we are going to have only in metric, right? The new ones only metric. But if you have something old like that, because we're not having glasses, remember the measurement cup, you know, we are not having anything like that. It's forbidden, nothing like that, because we don't want to take any chances to hurt anyone, okay? So that's how you're gonna do. Everything will be plastic. Use them, be wise, and you can also have the lid. I think I show you, I'm not sure, you know, you roll them around too tight and shake, you know, and put, because if you have just 2 oranges for each day for the salad dressing, or you have 2 lemons, let's say, for example, so what you need, you cannot put this straight because it's going to be too hard to mix them afterwards. So do everything here, shake, right? Put everything, a little salt, a little this, a little that, right? With time, we're going to decrease salt, but now it's not the moment. Just give. If you have a little something with sugar, just give, no problem. You know, we don't want to make delicious dessert. That's different. You know, we're going to have some little mini bites at weddings, anniversaries, special parties, right? Birthdays, right? But for now, if you have something, don't throw them away. You use them. If you have cheese, if you have milk, if you have almond milk, cow's milk, use them, right? Use them. And people are ready, as I said, the ones that are healthier gonna take these things that are not so healthy. But like the person is already sick with asthma or allergy or anything else, for sure is not going to eat any cheese. It's not going to eat cow's milk or almond milk with sugar, right? You can even have a little separate, things on table, things on the other table. That's it. Healthy people make their plate here. Unhealthy people make their plate over there. And you, the best as possible, gonna already make the bowls because you already have an idea. Half bowl will be what? Will be raw salad, a half bowl lentils with rice, or rice and chicken, or rice and fish. 2 things, remember, if it's a casserole, can have only 2 things. And on the fish, you can put tomatoes, for example, right? A little something. You cannot mix too many items that people don't know what they are. Okay, it's forbidden, okay? All right, unless it's already soup made, right, from cans, these things, then it's different. You put the can there, people gonna see the can label, just the label, not the can. The can you already put to recycle, the label so people can read. But you, the kitchen team, already gonna separate everything, right? Healthy table serve here, unhealthy table serve there. And the kitchen team, that are the elders and people that are going to be arriving, such as from the preschools, right? The parents that are right there helping as well, right? Because they're not going to teach every day, right, their own children. The main class teacher is always the same. The assistant is always the same. And every 6 months they can change, right? The 10 department directors for the preschool, they're right there at the same residential community. On the future, they're going to be towards the main road, so we can have inspection. But for now, we're all moving. If you have a clubhouse, they're going to have classes at the clubhouse, right? But if you have a restaurant right across the street or right beside, then the restaurant would be more appropriate because have entrance to the main street or any street and not inside your community. Okay, and everything will be based on points, so people will be willing to look for those locations, right? So if you have some days at the preschool, hurry up, go to nearby restaurants or fast food or, you know, places that are closed down, right? Get organized, get authorization papers, so the preschool will move to this place at the street. So the people that are going to be inspecting cannot come inside their own property. So do the best you can in December, okay? All right. And for the kitchen team, remember, it's a half raw salad, a half of the meal. The meal is what? This rice or fish, or this rice and lentils, or beans and chicken. Don't avoid 2 proteins, right? If it's white beans and chickens, okay, but the brown beans and the black beans have more protein, so put that with the rice, okay, not with chicken or fish. So every day people will have some protein. And you can also have many little caps like that. If you have any, save them all. For what? Because people in the evening, they deserve, you got, for example, many nuts. So you can give a little quantity to each, and people, they're just gonna dump on their hands. So if you have 20, for example, of those, right? So they're gonna dump on their hands. Everyone gonna have clean hands. So they dump, don't touch it. And the people that are serving can already make 10 and 20 new ones. So they pass, right? And they can dump, so, you know, or dump on their plate like that, or can eat afterwards slowly as dessert, right? Okay, we're doing really great, my friends. Let's keep going, get organized, and get going. So one book, it's our International Constitution. Complete and read is the permanent version, right? The other book, it's adjustments. What we're going to do in the first 2 years, what we're going to do in 4, right? Because there are many adjustments because we can't do everything at once, right? Okay, so we're going to have all these details and make an improvement. So let's try, here's an improvement. Let's try to have our International Constitution, the permanent version, maybe in 4 or 8 years, right? I think that's plenty, 8 years. Let's do 8 years. Shall we try 8 years? Because then everyone already talked about, everyone already wrote, everyone already planned a few times to see how it is, and done. And then 8 years. So we're not doing 10 or doing 20, let's do 8 years. I think that's really sustainable, plenty of time, you know. If we get really organized and people really cooperate, we can do in 4 years. Because we already will have an idea how the seasons are, which plants for each county, right? For each zone, I mean. I think will be a real gift, you know. So let's try. Let's try 8 years because we are doing something more secure, more organized, and will be really good. Okay, my friends, so thank you so much, and we see you soon. Let's get ready, let's get organized, and let's launch our organization. Thank you. The other thing, it's unbelievable how people do fake things and make videos on the top of it. You know, they put even bones. How many fake bones we have in museums, in other places, and they put things and pretend this, and people believe. How many fake videos we have on YouTube, my friends? Please help, you know, and contact them and ask them to take away their channel because those things are not right. How many videos, millions, billions of subscribers they have, right? It's true. Billions of comments for bad things, for bad music, for fake videos, for bad groups. Yeah, there's these people that sing about negative things, really negative things. You know, so we cannot do that. We cannot do that. And for all the shows people it's authorized to go, it's only at their own county. They're going far away to see a show? No. No, they only gonna be because they have to give value to their own families, right? So families gonna plan. They have some shows, yes, some good stories. We can do that. Not too much, but we can do a little bit. Not only children, teens doing theater and performing, dramatization for the little ones and proper theater for the older ones, right? But we can go small theaters here and there, auditoriums. In reality, they're going to be auditoriums, not huge theaters. We don't need that. Huge theaters going to be like special auditoriums, and then people can go Friday evening, Saturday evening, vacation days, on times, days that is, it's appropriate. So we're going to stop these things of having children, young children going to sleep in the middle of the night, watch TVs in the middle of the night. And here's an improvement. We are not going to have any TV on any type in people's homes. We are only going to have TVs on the proper location, right? The clubhouse, whichever it is, or the restaurant, right? We can have on summer days, vacation days, and also Friday evening, Saturday evening, for people to have fun. Sometimes movies more related to young children, okay, they can go with young children. And sometimes movies related to older children, so families with older children can go. And the little ones can stay with their parents or grandparents, because they're always going to be grandparents living with them, right? Great grandparents, right? According to the age, we already talked about that, right? So we need an extra room because we're always going to have parents or, grandparents or great grandparents living with those families, or one or the other, because everyone going to have two or four children until they get the limit of the county, right? And the idea for us is to have up to 16 billion, no more. 14 or 16, no more. I think that's reasonable, because we need people to evolve spiritually. We need to do that, so let's do it. Let's get organized. So I think that's really sustainable, really positive, okay? So let's do that. So we're gonna live and live happy, all right? So let's do that, my friends. I really appreciate your attention, and your cooperation. If you are expert in something, you can look and help us to make the handbooks complete anything. If it's anything we didn't say or we didn't improve yet, because there's so much to be covering all the time, right? So please just put the title with the background in purple, because then we know that we have to still write about that. Put everything in alphabetical order to be easy. I think the only exception is for the department 1, that's gonna be about subjects, right? But maybe let's do everything alphabetical order, because then gonna be easier for people to see, okay? And find the subjects they need. Every educational site will have our collection, and every residential community we're gonna have our collections like an encyclopedia, right? With the basic items, and also the International Constitution for everyone to see. Forbidden, people want to check that, okay, they go inside the proper place, they lock the door, right? That person cannot get out on special days. How many people want to study? 2, 5, 10? Want to check the book? Okay, maybe once a month on that Saturday afternoon or Saturday morning. Okay, you can check for 1 hour, because everyone already have their educational side. Nobody gonna steal books and then try to sell hundreds of years later or decades later for money. Forbidden. Forbidden. Everybody already gonna know, because they're gonna have their classes since they're little. They're gonna learn according to their age. So they're gonna learn about our international constitution. and why it's so important, and why we're doing, so that's really, really important. Okay, and families gonna move. When they move to their own continent, to their own country, because we're already gonna have a blend of all races, so by the time people are going to blend really all these races, oh my friends, gonna take a few thousand years, right, for us to really blend. And people already know they can't marry someone from their own family up to the fourth generation. I think that's really sustainable. Up to the fourth generation, that's okay, because they're always going to have the spouse to make that new baby, right? That comes from another family. So if we need to go to the fifth generation to have a baby, let's do it. So no one can marry from the same family up to the fifth generation, or fourth. I think fourth is enough, and I think that will be really good. People can move twice in a lifetime. That is plenty. Twice in a lifetime, because we don't want people. First I thought 4 times, but maybe we don't need 4 times. Let's think about 4 or 2 times. That's it for the entire life. So every 20 years they can move. That's sustainable. Every 20 years. So they can meet other people, right? And have an idea about other people. So, yes, so let's do improve. Let's do every 20 years. People can move every 20 years. But for now, for these first years, people are not moving. We're going to stay at the same location for 20 years to be sustainable. And for the future years, we're going to tell who can move on the first 10 years and who can move on the 20 years. Because we cannot have 8 billion people, right, moving at the same time. The subtitles, right? They have to read, so they can have, I think that's the most sustainable, 1 whole week for them to understand the basics on their own language. That's it. After that, they are going, because then they see the images, they're going to learn. They see the images and see the subtitles. See the image, see the subtitles. That's how they're going to learn. So let's do this, my friends, okay? And I'm a real person. I'm right here, live in Florida. I'm right here. I'm right here. So we have a dress code for the schools. That doesn't work. Look, we have dress code, but doesn't work. Go see how the students are dressed. Go see. Not good. We have to be better. We have to be better. Okay? All right. So let's do this program. Let's really work. Have sustainable practices. And for the students that have straight A's and also everything else, A's means also cooperation, cleaning, participation, right? And then they can have something special. A fun day outside, right? Something special, right? They can have. And who will be? The entire class. The entire class, my friends. They go outside, they can have a fun day at the pool, right? We already talked about that. Some Fridays we can have, at least twice a month or so, right? And the whole class, nobody gonna be inside, because everyone gonna have in the future A's in what? Not only on tests, but in everything else. So we have to stop this presents all over the planet, and they go and they ship, and they go and they ship, and they consume and they buy, and China make more, and a dollar store and expensive things, and there goes. All not needed. All not needed. You see? To the resident. And they advertise and junk mail every day. Even on Sundays they work. Every day, junk mail, and more letters and more gifts and more things. All things that are really not needed. You see? That's how it is. Not needed. We can't have that. Right? House of Hope It's an organization, non-profit organization here close by. They have different branches, you know, to attend families in need and to have those aquaponics farm. But the families are not invited to go and learn and plant. They have gardens, they have help from many people, donations and, you know, but and I offer my program. I talk to Lauren, the person in charge of volunteers, and I talked to the CEO, right, the president. No, I'm not even, they didn't even want me to be a volunteer there. I was volunteer and they didn't let me do the class, take the class. You believe that? It's true, it's true. But they give free food. And Publix and Sprouts and other places, you know, they make extra, so they won't sell everything, but they give to people in need, you know, and they discount. That's how. Oh, gave millions to charity. That's not really how it works. Not millions to charity. That's not how it works. How it works is that they always make extra bread and extra things to give to families in need, but that's not the right way. The right way is to make proper gardens, to make proper, with the families, you know, with the families. You know, we see a few here, a few there, and I couldn't even, this is wrong. This is wrong. That is not true. You know, it's because people don't want to cook, you know, and they want free, and people get a little pain. Instead of getting better, you know what they do? They get social assistance, they get assistance, government, free food from the government, free food from those organizations. But we don't need to do these things. All these are not really positive, my friends. We have to be better. You know, no canned food. What canned food? What nutrition has in canned food? And more canned food, and more canned food, and more animal products from those farmers that, you know, is not even range free. And more, and more. And more turkeys, Thanksgiving and Christmas, more turkeys being inseminated artificially. You think it's natural? No. Millions, thousands. I don't know how many right now, I forgot. But I searched up before. All artificial insemination. So they have for the next year. Turkeys, no more. No more turkeys. Because for them to reproduce naturally, they need the perfect environment, they need to be free. You know, go to New Hampshire. There you're going to find turkeys. But not all over the country, all over the planet. Turkeys for Christmas, turkeys for Thanksgiving, turkeys, all artificially inseminated. You know, donors get money. All wrong. So let's do this program, my friends. Let's do it. And we are not going to pay for anyone to have their classes. No. You know, we are going to share food at the communities, at the schools, right? But people need to get going. They make their flashcards and they get going. Yes, people, you know, 60 years old, 70 years old, they can learn English. Everyone gonna learn English. You know, we can explain the basics on their own language for just a week or so. Okay, done. After that, they have to read, you know, the proper information. All right, so here I want to show you. Look how many stallion dollars, that's how they call it, for different teachers. So they get these cards that they get at the cafeteria, teachers give to them, just, you know, even that they're not doing 100%, but they give cards and give cards and give cards. And you know what happened for them to purchase sugary things? You know, useless items at the schools once a month. We don't need this, my friend. We need is children to be happy, learn things, and everything else I already said. You know, and disposable. Look at this. Wrappings, trash, and landfills full of things. You go see the trash at the cafeteria. People don't care. They get their trays, they eat a little bit, dump. Little bit, dump. They don't even eat properly. And some places they say, right? I think elementary, they say you have to take a fruit or a vegetable. You know what they do? They take and they dump. And trash, trash, trash. They don't even compost, you know, they don't even talk. No, we're not allowed to talk to them. Not allowed to talk to them, but these things all over, you know, all over. My friends, let's be better. Let's get united. Let's do it, okay? We see you soon. Vocabularies, games, you know, important vocabularies. Let's do it, games outside. They don't even put the date, you know, because I was trying to organize and, you know, the papers, you know, in a proper binder. Is one or another teacher that does things like that, really organized. Look, all this paper. Next day, they forget everything. Next week, they forget everything. They don't remember. It's too much information. We have to make a curriculum, my friends, that people will keep the information in their head. What is the most important for everything, for life, and a little bit of history. Yes, it is important. Yes, it is important. But that's how we're going to do it. That's how we're going to do it. And not fill them up with so much information. Next day, they don't remember a thing. Or next week. They pass the test, they forget because it's more coming up, it's more coming up, more information. You know, it is true. You know, how much is just useless. Losing time of our own children, teens for nothing. So let's do better. Let's do better. You know, a student, look at what they're learning. Look, a student will graduate. Look the title. Look at this. And homeless. No, this is all wrong. You know, all wrong, my friends. We really have to do better. So please help us out. Dear world of teachers, gather what's the most important. Make it nice and neat and beautiful like you know we do in Waldorf, have margins. And give the proposal to us. Let's get united in the name of our humanity, bad humanity, because it's not only here in Florida, probably happened all over the world, right? And it happened in Brazil too. One school trying to be better than the other. Teach the children earlier and earlier and earlier. Oh, he already knows how to read. Oh, he's 4 years old. Oh, mine is 5, already know how to read fluently. Oh, mine is not even 4, know how to read this and that and this and that. And they think that's great. That's what parents do in preschools. And then they go elementary, middle school. All these kids have all this pressure on their head. And what happened? For nothing, for no reason. This pressure on their head, learn this, learn that, have good grades, inside classes, do assignment during vacation, do assignments when you get home, more homework, more learning, inside, close the window, lock the windows, AC on, you know, keep them like cows in a farm. Not even cows are supposed to be treated like that. It's true, it's true. Go from one classroom to another. You know, close the door. We have to stop this. They are humans. They cannot have ear chips. They cannot have cell phones and control what our own children and teens think. You know, don't want romance. You know, they train the children to do that. It's all wrong, my friends. Our teens, they need boyfriend or girlfriend. They need that. It's important for them, right? It's very important for them. They need to kiss, they need to hold hands, not at school. They go out on proper times with authorization of the parents. They make love, they go to hotels on the weekends like Friday and Saturday, 8 o'clock. They are home before 8. Right? And if it's the garden day, 7 o'clock, they have to be home before 7 o'clock. Right there. You know, we can have the guest rooms at the hotels. We're going to live at the beach, you know, and some other hotels very close, right? People are going to stay right there during vacation days with their families. We have to do better, okay? Let's do it, my friends. please, let's do it. The other thing is the lack of attention with lanyards and things, lack of attention. You know, how many times I saw kids in a bus stop, you know what they do? They throw on the floor, they keep flipping them around, this hard card, a crack. Oh, I got another one. That's what they say. That's what they say. Oh, I got another one. You know, the school says if they lose the first one, the second one, they have to pay $5. But in reality, this does not happen all the time, you know, and they flip and they go, they don't care, and make more. Next year, make more. Next year, make more. And it's money, thousands of dollars, millions of dollars, and more laptop, and more laptop, and more bad books. And imagine the other problem is what they get for free. All these tiny things that are disposable, little plastics, little things, disposable, and they keep giving it gifts. The same as this fast food like McDonald's, they keep giving, you know, and the government let it happen. No, we have to make a stop. The other thing is this, like I show you, right? How many he got? 3.5 months of school, you know. Oh, you're doing great. Here, card for you. Oh, you eating good. You eating properly. They give it the cafeteria. They give it classes. But those students do not deserve. They're not polite. They're not respectful. You know, go look. See the cameras or sit there. You work, you know, as a parent. Ask to see those cameras. See your own class, you know, for your own children, teens, see what they're doing. Ask to see if they give permission. Ask. See what they do in the buses. Make the bus drivers crazy, you know, and they just drive, drop off, pick up. The students go in, get out, don't say hi, don't say good morning. They are just objects. Bus drivers are objects. They go in, go out, they ignore, they don't talk to each other, but they are on their cell phones. My friends, let's do better. United we can do it. Let's please have these handbooks ready for all subjects and improve anything. Please, Waldorf teachers, make this curriculum, create a good curriculum for first grade. You know, the first words that you have, right? The ABC is the first, or, you know, the stories that we tell, you know, beautiful stories. Please create according to our program, right? Improve a little bit here, a little bit there, and create beautiful stories for each letter to have a story. Each letter to have, please, let's do that, okay? Because that's really important, really important. And then please already make the curriculum. If you're second grade, fourth grade, and for the high school students, please add 2 more years because they are going to state school till 19 years old, you know, and a few of them might be even till 20 years old. Because 20, yes, because then they have 1 or 2 years at the university. That's the only way. No, they're not going out to work by themselves. They're not. They are our sons and daughters. Go out, don't know with who. To what? To smoke marijuana, to go with friends, sleep over a friend's house. You don't even know their practices. Or if you learn what they do at those houses are bad things, right? Are bad things. If it's good, it's still not right. Our own sons and daughters live at our own homes. Okay, teens can have a boyfriend or girlfriend, right? According to how they were born, you know. They're not gays, they're not lesbians, forbidden. They have to be as they were born. They don't take hormones, right? They don't. No, they don't. They're proper boys or girls. If they have any abnormality, they have to get operated and be one or the other, whichever they have the most. So here they have, right? Of course, the description, you know, it's unbelievable what they do for arts. 7th grade. They draw a little something here, a little something there, you know, so useless, They don't learn anything for life. They're not doing anything really important for life, This is another one, but that's how it is. I used to talk to the teachers, right? About once a month or so, say, hi, how you doing? It's Salo being okay, He even became, he got an honor roll, Look his notes, how they are. To have an honor roll needs to be really neat, right? Really neat and organized. Look what they're learning. Charlie Brown, look. Charlie Brown, famous failures. Look, we have to be better. Take all these bad books away from public library and private library and Harry Potter and Game of Thrones, and they read and read and read all those negative things. Books about spells, books about, children, teens, they have a homosexual here or there, it's fine. Divorced parents, people that are hurt, people that are on the street, everything is good, right? Oh, wrong. These things can't be right. We have to find a way and be really better. Really better. Okay, all right, so what happens is every Saturday, that's the first and third Saturday of the month, we are going to wash our compost beans. So you wash every Saturday, of course, or every Wednesday. I mean boil. We're gonna boil. So you get water, and it's forbidden to move fast when you're boiling. It's forbidden, okay? All right, so you put the boiling water there, right? If you're still alone, you can do something like that, and soon put in a proper location. All right, then you're gonna lean, and don't throw away. Lean. You see? I don't know if you can see because of the vapor coming out. Don't throw away like just happened now, okay? The best as possible. All right, and then you're ready to put on the other container, whichever you have. Okay, all right. If you have big, is big. If you have small, is small. And then I have 4 for now. Okay, for the weekend. All right, and then you do the same. You start with the bigger ones first, because if you lose any water, right? Okay, so you go one side on this case, and then you go the other side a little bit like this, and a little bit. If happen a mistake that was worms, crawling around, the bacteria was too much, and then you can dump a little bit, so the borders are disinfected like that, okay? And like that, okay? All right, and then you keep doing all of them, right? So first and third Saturday of the month, let's get going. And then if you believe, was smelling bad, you have to do the lids as well. If they were not smelling bad, that's fine, because the bacteria was there anyways, because you want bacteria, right? So if you're getting eggs or anything like that, you want bacteria. Okay, but then we can't have too much. All right, see you soon. Our sock's going to be about 10 centimeters long. If you have any long socks, what you're going to do? You're going to cut the elastic part, sew really well on a machine first, and then you're going to add to any socks that's no show, because everyone needs proper socks for safety reasons, for bugs and spiders or anything, all right? For school, for work, everywhere. All right, you're doing really great. Let's fix all white socks that are no show. Get ready. All right, this one is too tiny, right? This one that is about 10 by 10, right? It's too tiny to squeeze. So you just press strong. So that's the two different words. Press will be like this, and squeeze will be the one that we do like that, okay? Like this, okay? So that's the two words for children, adults, and adults, teens, elders, everybody, all right? Okay, so remember, you cannot put on a counter. You didn't disinfect the counter. You have to put inside this pan. You just cook with it, right? and as soon as you can will be the boiling pans, because they, along the time they might get the better pans for cooking and any simple pan for boiling. All right. Okay, the other thing you have to do, always rinse really well. Why? Because might be a drop of soap there, right? Rinse really well 2 times. Done. All right, done. It's forbidden to leave pans on the counter. After your period, for lunch, for dinner, dry everything, put away, and then the person gonna come and check up. You're gonna have here the wall a clipboard with all the check marks, and the department director in charge gonna check, sign long ways, not initials, forbidden to do initials for any checkup, any document, anything. Sign long ways, time the person check up, okay, and people that are leaving the kitchen to make sure they were there, they also sign. Sign in, sign out, everybody. So who will be? We always will be 4 people there. Sign in, sign out. Afternoon, sign in, sign out. Done. Great. The pan's gonna have a string attached to it. Nobody gonna disappear with pans. Forbidden, right? Okay, they're gonna stay there forever. And our pans, all the new ones, gonna be filled all the way up. And we need the little hook, because remember, already to practice for the new ones, you're gonna make that is plant-based, so they won't leak. So they have to be pointed this way and not going up. All right? Ready? Great. The other thing, when you do your any towel, you have to make sure your hand is clean. So what you have to do, have to wash your nails or use your gloves, right? The yellow thick rubber gloves, or you just use sanitizer for your nails first and your hand, or the other way around is okay. But you have to use sanitizer for both of them. 40 strokes for the nail and 20 good strokes for the hand. It's a long strokes. I already gonna show you how it is. For the hand, gonna be like that. All right. So I'm gonna show you. So you have to wash your hands on the back and on the front. So here is 20 times or long ways. You see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 20 times, because you have to disinfect both sides of your hand. Ready? Great, done. Right, so here it is. You have to wait. The 2 minutes didn't pass yet. These little towels, we're not doing 1 minute, even that they're tiny. Why? Because it's really washing. We want to make sure they're really great, okay? All right, and you're gonna hang. All right, now it's done. You see? The other thing we're going to have, already gonna tell you. You see that my alarm rings 3 times and then the constant one. You see the constant one? We're not doing that. We're doing 2. Beep, beep, and then comes the constant one. Because I don't think we need 4, right? People gonna be close by all the time. Done. Okay, now it's really the minute, and then you're done. Okay, my friends, gonna rinse that. We'll see you soon. All right, the other update, because I said you lose points. Yes, you lose points. If you're right there standing at the pan, what you have to do? You have to put your alarm on. Commercial kitchen, all commercial kitchens, mandatory, you need 2 alarms or 2 cell phones. You have 2 couples there, right? At least 2 couples mandatory, because many countries don't have that. All right, it's mandatory. You have to put your alarm. And your partner, if everyone gonna be in charge, so the ladies are in charge of putting the alarm, and the husband's in charge. Did you put the alarm? And look, make sure. Why? Because we cannot have any pan burning, any food burning, any house burning, right? Okay, so for this first 6 months, the ladies, the wife's gonna in charge to put the alarm, and the husband asks. The following 6 months, the other way around. All right? Great. Done. Simple. Everyone the same rule in all countries, all continents. All this is for all countries, all continents, all counties, all families. Let's get going. Let's get ready. Hurry up. We'll see you soon. All right. So the other thing, you have to squeeze the fabric. You see, when you have the fabric in your hand, you have to squeeze it this way. I just have one hand, but you know what I mean? You cannot just press, because when you press, it's still more water in there. We have to really squeeze, okay? And that's not going to hurt. And it's forbidden to use bleach on those because they're not needed. Let's use bleach to disinfect counters, bathrooms, all right? Okay, these are gonna boil. All right, the other thing is that it's mandatory for you to, for example, if you didn't disinfect here and this is already boiled, you cannot put here. You need to put in a pan, you know, another pan that is clean. You boil something, you know, or previous cooking, you know, or a bucket that you also gonna put some disinfecting, some boiling water to disinfect that bucket. One or the other, you're always gonna use the same for the whole month because no one gonna move, you know, during 6 months. Whichever you are, you stay there till June, right? Vacation, we're only gonna move in vacation months. People gonna clean up, already finished cleaning up the city, they're gonna keep planting, or making new seedlings for the next city. If there is really done. But no, it's forbidden to move during the 6 months. It's only vacation months, June and January, all right? Okay, we're doing really great, get ready. All right, the other thing is this. You have to boil every single day. So you're going to use one for the morning, one for the afternoon. You need them to be fuzzy. And you wash the same way. Wash one side, flip, wash the other side. And you have to disinfect the area that you put your little towel. I have here, because I'm moving, you know, I already got my here. That's what I put them in. You know, but I already put mine away. You put your little towel in here. You didn't sew them yet. Start using, right? As soon as you have a sewing machine, it's mandatory to fix. The elders have the whole day to do everything that's needed. Everyone's gonna be healthy and strong. Let's get going, all right? So you can use something like that. You know, if you don't have something like that, use something like this every day, the same for the whole month, right? Unless you got really a better one. I don't like this because it's much harder to wash. So if you have something like that, you use like that. It's just a lid, a regular lid, a different opposite color. This is not the best because it's almost the same color. Please choose a different color. If you have green or blue, if your counter is clear. All right? Okay. Why? Because this is really to hold firm, wash inside, wash outside, done. All right? See you soon. Now you got your minutes. You see? Now the alarm is ringing and then you come here, it's flashing, okay, and then you turn off. All right? That's how it is, okay? All right, you're doing really great. Let's get organized. Let's get going. So everything that's thin like that for commercial kitchen towels, you know, the cleaning or the kitchen, you do 2 minutes, it's enough. Now for thick ones, need longer time. Let's put 4, right, for thick ones, because this is really thin. Easy, done. So you grab like that. First you bring the pan, right? Have 2 handles your partner can bring. You know, so if you have a kitchen on the side, and then you grab like that, and you put there on the top of your faucet. Oops, sorry. Sometimes you have to find a way. So if you have fork, if you have a salad grabber, right? A salad grabber, you can do that, right? You can do whichever you have. Use the one you have. Don't throw anything away, all right? Because we're going to have time to see which ones you're keeping or not. We're going to have an inventory, how much you have, you know, because cities are cleaning up. They're not throwing away. All these families going to need those items in the places they're going to live afterwards, right? All right, then you put right there and do. I already explained the rest. See you soon. Here you see, okay? It's a little sign of soap because that may happen, even that I rinse well. That's how you do it because only when you start boiling that this may happen. Okay? For cleaning towels, right? But for dish, you cannot have soap. you know, after 2 weeks or so, you already know how many drops of that soap you're using. When you're going to refill your soap, you already know which soap is that, because we're going to use every tiny drop of soap we have. Okay, it's forbidden. And to waste soap, okay? We are going to use every disinfecting item, you know, not spray, not the can spray, but regular spray we're gonna use. We're gonna use bleach. It's forbidden to throw anything away because we need those items, all right? Okay, when the alarm beeps that they're not ready yet, remember, still 1 more minute. Okay, I'm going to look online if we need 2 minutes enough for small towels, thin and small like that, if 2 minutes enough. I think 2 minutes enough. All right, let's do 2 minutes because 4 is not needed. 4 is like only if you really have a lot of parasites, right? If you really want to make sure for underwear, right? But 2 minutes enough, look. Okay, if you're moving them around like I'm doing, right? Putting the bumps away that way. All right, really great. See you soon. All right, so what happens is housing, cleaning towels. You have to do it once a week for these 2 years. Once a week. After 2 years, it's once a month. Everyone gonna have their schedule. Pans, it's forbidden to throw pans away because we're gonna need a lot, right? Okay. At commercial kitchens, clubhouse, educational sites, commercial sites, city office, everywhere, gonna be daily. Daily, you put these mini towels, the ones you used, you know, in the morning, the ones used in the afternoon, put to boil, you know, hang them all or put them all at the same time in the dry. Gonna be many, they're gonna dry under their little. Because if you put just a few, maybe 2 or 4, they're not going to dry in a dry, but gonna be like 20, right? Because when they're soaked, you need to use another one, right? You're not leaving dishes to dry overnight. That's forbidden to leave dishes in commercial kitchen. And all kitchens gonna be commercial. Until the end of February, everyone is already organized, you know. They have, or they choose one of the houses of their community, even they're demolishing, cleaning up. Okay, choose one of the apartments, one of the houses that's gonna be everyone's kitchen. All right, we're doing really great. Okay, and to boil for commercial sites, gonna be forever, daily. What did you use? What did you get? Done. All right, we see you soon. Another thing is that when you wash the handle, the faucet, you know, the first towel that you, when you bring it in, I already brought this one. But the first towel, when you get, you know, bringing over, you slide a little drip, you know, the boiling water on the top. Because that, you know, you have to think about all these details. The other thing, if you have your spatula, whichever you're using, right, might be a wooden fork, don't throw away anything, because a wooden fork would help as well, would grab, right? Okay, so you keep it here, but remember, you're doing soap, right? So you avoid this stuff, this side, if it's soap in the water. If it's really rinsed well, that is fine, okay? But like for cleaning towels, you don't have to wash until there's no soap at all. You wash, rinse, 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 done. Okay, because it's a cleaning towel, that's fine. And some detergents, they are too strong. If you have any bit of signs of that still soap in the water, you're gonna do this, because you don't want the soap to get impregnated here, right? And then you're gonna cook with the same thing. If happens for cleaning towels, once a week, we clean in places that this for 6 months, you know, every one of these kitchens is daily, but you know, for the houses is different. It's once a week. Yeah, let's do once a week. They boil there. Once a week gonna be too many families. All right, let me repeat. Okay, let me finish this first. All right, so for soap, if you have any bit of soap, you do with this side. If it's 100% clear water when boiling, this is not boiling yet. All right, then you can use this, or just to grab, it's okay, but not when you're pressing. All right, okay. Always have a a pan, that is easy. So you're bringing a big pan, gonna have two handles, right? So you're gonna put in one side, for example, of the sink, you know, the big pan, and then you're gonna use the other side, for example, okay? So here it is, in case you have the hot water here, you know, and then you grab and hang over there. And then rinse the other one, you know, one after another. Great, you're doing great. The thing that's mandatory to keep everything neat. If you have similar colors, you put away from each other. So we know, you know, the child gonna get, they know where it is. They can choose the one they want for underwear, right? Shirts gonna have some special days if needed, and depending where you're going. But underwear, everyone choose their own. But when you're gonna teach them how to do it, that's how they have to do it. And for very young ones, you're gonna do with them, and you put them neat and organized like this. Great! The other thing, when you're boiling your towels, make sure you don't need a lot of water in a pan, you know, no, because you're gonna have a large pan, yes, but just put the amount is needed, okay? On this room that's gonna have a stove for families to do things like that, things that came from thrift stores, you know, then it's different, you know. We're gonna have the pans, they come and close the door, nobody else allowed. On the future, those doors gonna be open. People already gonna know that's forbidden to come inside. But while people are still learning and practicing, it is locked, closed and locked behind everyone that will be cooking or boiling anything. All right? Okay? Agreement done. On the future, I think we can make a little latch. People are inside, they close the latch. People leave, open the latch. So they don't have to deal with keys, because the keys probably will be only with department directors. So the places, but this is only for the beach places. But for now, needs a person come inside, lock. Okay? All right? At the end of the period, right, the food is ready, they give the key back to the department director. Because people are cleaning up. Unless they're going to stay in huge cities, right, they're going to stay for the end. And then they already install a latch. But we're avoiding to install anything that is extra, right? Because that's money, more things. So what's not needed, not needed. So if the people are going to move soon, why are we going to install latch? Not needed, right? The department director give the key because it's trustful families anyways. They put the key, they get organized, and it's done. All right? Okay, let's get ready, my friends, and boil everything, have everything clean and organized. We see you soon. The other thing is when you use your soap, right, keep all the soaps you have, all the containers, the containers. Why? Because we're going to fill them up like this. And we're going to give a measure, depending on how many people, the family, for the showers, right, and hand. So keep them, because first we're going to use what we already have. And then we're going to make reasonable size ones. You know, maybe 500 ml, milliliters, right? Okay, so, but you have to take all the stickers out and make sure there's no stickers here so people, you know, when it grab it. So you might use some drops of oil to take the sticking part of it. So that's how gonna be. You take the whole thing out. That needs to go out during the 2 days cleanup. All right, done. Okay, so we are going to write very nicely and neat, you know, on the top, you know, because the middle people hold a lot. So let's do on the top is the best one, you know. So you're gonna say hand soap. That's it. People already know it's for shower or for hand, because we're just gonna have one type. We don't need two. Okay, and the kitchen, nobody gonna have kitchen at home. So everyone just need one type of soap. It's good for hair, for hands, for shower. All right? Agreement. And it's also good for cleaning, for the house own cleaning, apartments. All right? But no one gonna have kitchen. They are just going to have a very small kitchen at the living room. The beach, I'm talking about the beach now, right? Not people that are cleaning up their continents. They're gonna use the kitchen they already have, of course, right? So every family gonna have. So how many sinks you still have? How many bathrooms you still have? because people don't need to go one place, another place and get the same. Every family gonna have 2 for each bathroom, right? To be reasonable and fast so they don't have to bring over and over and over. And if they still have a kitchen to wash hands, they still have a kitchen. On the future, when they will have a proper, at the beach, a proper sink, and then they're gonna have, it will call hand soap. Done. Because we don't have to say it's good for shampoo, it's good for shower, it's good for hand. We don't need to say those words. Okay? All right, done. Now, the spray as well. The spray can be one because you don't spray at the house. It's just gonna be one. We don't need many sprays at the house. So you touch up on Wednesday and clean better properly on Saturdays. All right? Okay. And every family, I think every family can have 2 for cleaning everything, right? 2 cleaning towels, that's plenty, that's enough, no more is needed. All right, my friends, you're doing really great. We see you soon. Okay, when you boil, you put up here. I already show you, done. Okay, so you rinse, you already use some water here, or if you just really washed well, it's okay. But for these first few months, let's say 1 year, for the first 1 year, what you have to do? You have to put boiling water because we're doing this professionally. It's not your own house anymore, okay? So this shouldn't be here. You wash them all first and then you boil them first, or you can do one at a time, but then you use different sinks, okay? So in this case, you have to pour the water here with the first towel or so. You boil, go all around. Why? Because you have to grab that towel, okay? So you have to grab that towel, okay, before you be able to rinse and touch it, okay? The other way, if you have 2 sinks, many places already have 2 sinks because some places you're not going to remodel, you're just going to do the best you can, remember? All right, so if you boil this already, then it's okay. Why? Because when you're going to rinse, it's gonna touch the bottom. It needs to be disinfected, okay, with boiling water and not vinegar. Because you're not waiting 10 minutes for anything, right? Just throw a little boiling water for 1 whole year. Let's do for 2 years, okay? Because it's very, very important. We're not waiting for vinegar. Let's do for 2 years, all right? And after 2 years, we're gonna let you know. All right, if we're gonna do, because boiling water, it's very simple, easy. Let's do forever, right? Because it's a good hygiene. You're washing them all. But if you put a dirty towel here and you're gonna wash, this is the dirty towel, okay? All right, what's gonna happen? It's not disinfected anymore, right? Okay, even that you're gonna put the 4 drops of soap, right? Rinse and put in a boiling machine. All right, so you have to pay attention with all these details. All the time we need 2 couples, 4 adults at the cooking kitchen because one helps the other. One is already doing this, the other. So for cooking kitchens, always 4 people because you're gonna make food for 100, right? And maybe 8, maybe 10, then you see. So remember, if this is not a boiling towel like this one, you see, they're very different. What you have to do? It's mandatory. You have to boil again. Or you wash them all, put them aside, and then you rinse them all. One at a time, whichever the pan, because you're going to use big pan. You're not going to use this small pan I'm showing here. This is a family pan. You're going to use at the big kitchens, right? Educational sites, commercial sites, residential sites, right? People are going to be cooking in big pans. All right. And you see this problem here? This does not clean with brush. Forbidden. We have to find a way because it keeps water there. We have to find a way. It needs bleach all the time. And even with bleach, because I already did, it cleans some and don't clean everything. You see? So that's forbidden. Please already, if you work with this area, you know which one is 100% quality. That's the only way, okay? All right, my friends, keep going because I have a lot to do. Let's get going, let's get organized. All right, remember, when you boil, you're gonna put like that, right? I just changed the scene because I'm doing something else here. You boil, right? The other thing is that every family that will be cooking, they are going to put their spatula, whichever it is, in a plate. I don't have a plate, but I'm just doing that to show. Remember, everything needs to be what? 10, 20 centimeters from the stove. Clear. Always have everything clear, nothing there. No fabric, no special like that. Why? Because get dirt is much harder. So you get, 1, 2, 3, 4, put them all in a plate. Okay, so we are going to have plates for this reason at the cooking kitchens at the hotels, and for now at the clubhouses or in restaurants. All right, so the count is always clean. It's no drippings, nothing. All right, okay, very good. The other thing you have to remember, when you boil towels, you need to rinse them well so they don't overflow, right? Always give 4 minutes is plenty. Put the alarm on, 4 minutes, and you're done. You see? 4 minutes. If you squeeze like that, always the bump away from you, you don't have to flip them. Remember I talked to you about that? Okay? The other thing is forbidden to use bleach if it's really not needed. All these little fabrics is to last for many decades. You boil. Because they're cleaning fabrics or their kitchen fabrics. At the kitchens, we're gonna dry pans is the same as those small pans. I'm gonna give you the proper measurement because I think that needs to be 25 by 25, okay? But we are not going to have those huge kitchen towels that quite a few different countries have them. They're not needed. This is much easier, and I already showed you, right, how to wash. So you put them down like that, put them down like that, a few drops, maybe 4 drops, and then you wash this way, this way, this way. So here is not good yet. What you do, you flip them around, and then you finish that end. Always you do this way. Very easy, very fast, and done. Okay? Always put your alarm 4 minutes for the next one. All right? 4 is plenty because if the water is boiling, right, you're just gonna take that out. But if you add in more water, you have to wait for the water to boil, and then you start counting 4 minutes. All right, so let me repeat one more time. So you put here 4 drops of soap or so. So you hold with one hand, you hold here, and you keep doing like that. So that's how you do it. And then you keep doing this way, squeeze a little bit. This way, squeeze a little bit. This way, squeeze a little bit. All right? But here is still dirty. So you just flip them around, open up, done. Okay? If needed, you do the other side the same way, right? If it's dirty, it's not so dust. If it's just dust, from a very dusty place, that's different. But if you just had, for example, for hand wash, right, for dishes, it's not dirty, right? It's not for cleaning towel. You don't need to do both sides. So you have to be reasonable, get it done. The other thing is forbidden to have disposable this way, right? It's forbidden, they're not needed, they're electric, they burn, they're not needed, and a lot go to the water. We don't need that. We are going to do proper composting like that, okay? All right. The other thing, and this is forbidden. You see this? This is also forbidden, okay? We don't need them. Nothing similar to that we don't need. We're just gonna have the very special ones. 8 years old and above can only use it like for, let's do 2 parties of the year. They can choose one of the 4 festivals or a special wedding of the family, special anniversary, their own birthday, things like that. 15 years old and older can choose 4 times a year. They rent, they bring back. And they are going to be at their own hotels. This I said before we are going to do at the thrift stores, but we are not. Every hotel gonna have a few ones, all right? Okay, very good. Let's do it. And the families keep choosing. Every year on 4 and 8, and then we're gonna rotate like the books. We just rotate. So you're gonna have some different ones on the following year. All right? Very good. Great. Let's do it. All right, my friends. So the cutting board needs to be a one-piece cutting board, not too small like that, so people can work a little faster, right? This is good for a family, but not good for a hotel, as we are planning our clubhouse. All right? But needs to be one piece. So if we can have a little bit more, that's fine. So 20 centimeters here and 40 this way. Okay, so the tree need to be one piece, you understand? No glue here. So if the tree is 20 centimeters, I think will be good, up to here. Okay, you see, I think from here until here, about 20 centimeters will be great. All right, okay, agreement done. And 40 like that. Or 25. I'll let you know afterwards. It's going to be 25 or 40 because we have to save the best we can, but we also have a lot of salad to cut. Food processor. We already have them. We are going to use them until they break, because we have a lot of schools and we need a lot of trees. Our main objective, and cover all these areas and clean all the cities. So every food processor we are going to use right now. Okay, all right, as rice makers, we can use them as well. Things that are reasonable, not coffee makers, because they don't boil the coffee. We are going to boil the coffee 1 whole minute to use every grain, every little bit from it. All right? Okay, my friends. And for the 6 months, we are not using toasters already, okay? Because the bread gonna be good, we don't need toasters. All right. So let's just do the food processor and the rice maker. Every residential community gonna have one. We see you soon. Let me get the next one. It's red, it's ringing. All right, so the other thing is when you get your towel, don't put really too straight if you don't have pins. Whichever you put in, is like just a little bit like that, such as the towel, the bathroom gonna hang on a tub, right? Because they tend to dry easier instead of really flat. All right, just a little bit like that. You're done. Very good. Another idea, you do like that. I just have one pin, but just you can have an idea. So if you have water, close, because the main area is here, right? So if it's just a little bit, it's okay. You can also do that. So you can put quite a few. Everyone gonna have, and every family can have 10 of those. I think that's good, right? Reasonable, because we don't need that many. All right? So you can put like 4 underwears here, and then they're gonna boil. All right. So when you finish, what you're gonna do? You're gonna take them out slowly because this might be hot and wet. Be careful. But whichever it is, if you need, do like that, like you grab, and have something else to help. Okay, all right. And then you wet this part so you can hold it. All right, so let's say you already rinse, the hot part because it was boiling, right? Was already boiling there for 5 minutes. Only if you had a lot of parasites, for sure, or if you bought in a thrift store. Okay, so this is already cold. You just rinse this part. So you hold this part, the pan is still hot, boiling water there. Just do like 4 or 5 times, let it boil maybe 1 minute. Yeah, instead of times, 1 minute like that, enough. For sure it's not going to ruin it. 1 minute? Yes. 1 minute. And you can hold many. The 4 underwears that were just there, you can hold 4 this way. All right? Don't stay. Put a little bit, 1, 2, take out, put a little. Let's do 5 times, okay? Instead of 1 minute. Yeah, let's do that. 5 times, 1, 2, up. 1, 2, up. you know, that's it. You know, because the person had worms, you know, nothing else is there anymore. Great, let's get going. Get your clippers so you can do about 4 underwears at a time. Hold them all and go and hold, count to 2, done. Thank you.